Today I originally wanted to make a lighthearted happy go merry video, but it doesn't seem to be the case because of an odd change of events that I witnessed today on my YouTube feed when I saw a live stream by a YouTuber. A few nights before I released my ASMR video, I was inspired to make this because something popped up in my YouTube recommended feed of a live stream of a guy playing Truck Simulator, and he looked like he was having fun, but there's something that stuck out to me that said this guy was in a little bit of pain. And it's the fact that his username was Depressed Unwanted Man. Now, I'm not so cold as to mock someone's pain, so I'm not gonna dunk on his name, nor am I gonna dunk on his profile picture. But what I am gonna say is men's mental health is fucking real, and it's gotta be improved because recently in our society, men have been getting it terribly. I joined this guy's live stream, and he has like a following of like maybe 14 people. So you know what? I'll say he's okay, right? He's a nice guy. He was playing Truck Simulator. He was having fun with his community. I think there was an inside joke where he set one of his friends to be his wallpaper. But he seemed like a happy guy. And when I entered the chat, I asked the question, why is your name Depressed Unwanted Man? And he looked at the chat and he said, oh, hey, we have a newcomer here. It's a maple syrup individual. Yeah, that's me, by the way. And he said, well, just plain and simple, hey buddy, I'm a depressed unwanted man. I mean, a lot of people in this chat are. Now, I don't want to have like some sort of savior complex when I say any of the things I'm about to say, but I'm going to say this is when I jumped into the chat, I said I wanted to help, right? I was like, yo, talk to me, man. Because I'm going to be real with you. I have not been depressed since the beginning of this year, and it's the best change of my life. But when I said I'm here to help, like I'm here to talk to, there was a whole lot of people who said they wanted help too, but they weren't so welcoming to the offer of help. Now, when I first joined that chat and I was offering to help, people were asking the wrong questions, and this will be relevant in a second. But they were asking me shit like, "Hey, yo, maple syrup, what's your body count? Like, are you like, how many girls have you bagged? Are you a fed?" I didn't get that one, but like they kept asking me shit like are you a boy or a girl? What's your body count? Because I said I'm a boy, obviously. And they're asking for the wrong kind of help, and I'll explain why. We're asking for the wrong kind of help because we're saying we want it from pretty ladies. That's what they were pretty much saying, is that they think all the problems can be solved by pretty ladies with big boobs. Now, what I'm saying here is, no, I want to help because I have not been depressed in such a long time, and the way I found it was I turned my life to God, man. I turned my family's life to God because I don't want no blood on my hands when I'm dead, right? And that's just keeping it real. There's a lot of things that weigh down on men nowadays that are pretty unfortunate to see. Like, for instance, men are the most likely to be affected by porn addictions. Men are the most likely to commit suicide. Men are the most likely to lose court cases for custody of children. Men are the most likely to, be disregarded when it comes to a bunch of cases of them being abused, assaulted, or, sexually violated. And that's something that I feel for because that's a fucked up topic. Let's be honest. Let's call it as it is. That's a fucked up thing to think about, and it's fucked up that we're doing that to men. Now, I'm not claiming to know anybody's situation. Like, I only know my situations, and I'll be honest. Throughout the course of the pandemic, shit's been pretty bad for me. But now I'm high on life. I cannot get enough of this shit, bro. Like, I love living. I love God. I love my family. I love my friends. Everything is for God. Give it all to God, right? But the big problem is when we say we have problems and we want pretty ladies to solve them. No, you are freely choosing to exclude all people who actually could help you. So when I said, you know what, here, I want to help, there were people in the chat who were telling me to leave or to kick me out of the chat. And they were saying, you can't help us. And I was like, you know what? Fucking watch me. And now here I'm going to make this video, and I'm going to hope it reaches his audience and him, DUM. Or I refuse to call him Depressed Unwanted Male, because he's not going to be depressed one day. He's not unwanted, but he is certainly going to be a man. But on this stream labeled Doing Stuff, he was playing Truck Simulator. I think he was playing a different game too while I was there. And he was cracking some inside jokes with his friends. And, it looked happy to see, but, like, at the same time, deep down, this guy's not doing right. And I don't know his situation. And a lot of men have situations that I don't know. But I'm going to say this right now. There are people who are going to feel like they're unwanted. Or there are people who are going to feel like they mean shit to nobody. But I'd know to be, like, I would know what it's like to be lonely, and I know that some people can't really help it, and some people really, really are upset with, you know, being alone. But sometimes being alone is actually kind of cool. Like I don't know about you, but I'm okay being alone. I had a girlfriend, and she was the best thing that ever happened to me. She was such a sweetheart, and she got me a gift. She remembered my birthday, and I'll tell you, you know what? Depression typically stems from being antisocial, and I'll tell you like a quick little cheat code that I used to overcome my antisocial personality disorder. I don't know what the fuck it is. I don't believe in any of this shit anymore because I'm the best version of me right now. Let's say this: you're fresh out of high school, you graduated, you have your diploma, but you're miserable. You don't know where to go. Pick up a job. Like just go to like a random place, like a little shitty place, like a grocery mart. Work at a Walmart. Talk to some friends. You know, you'll find a girlfriend there too. You know, like that's how I found my girlfriend. And honest to God, we broke up like a little while ago, and it was pretty sad to see her go. But when we were dating, it was like the best days of my life. Trust me on this, okay? When you're in school, you make your personality known to a bunch of different people. But when you're outside of school, nobody knows who you are. Just try changing yourself for just a little bit. Take yourself out of your comfort zone. Like, I'll tell you right now, I used to look fucking hideous. I used to have really long hair, and I used to have like this hunchback, like I could never stare at people straight, and I was always in a mopey mood. But now I cut my hair short, I'm standing up straight, I'm going to the gym, I'm doing a lot of things with a lot of people. I have friends now. I have friends. I could not tell myself that in high school. If I told my high school self that I had friends, he would be like, yeah, go fuck yourself, buddy. I don't fucking believe you. But now I have friends. I have family that depend on me. I have friends that love me. I have family members that love me. And even when we're in our worst, there are family members who will still love you. Like my mom never switched up. My mom never switched up one bit. She knew that I was fucked up as a kid. And she never switched up. She never said just fuck off, like stand up straight, you know, quit being a bitch. No. My mom was like, listen, buddy, I know you're upset. Like, if you don't want to talk about it, that's fine. That's your thing. But I want the best for you, right? And when a lot of people back in my school didn't want to tell me or like interact with me because I was depressed, yo, that hurt. And I lost a lot of friends. I lost a lot of friends. Like I had nobody, and nobody wanted to talk to me. But now I'm outside of that shitty place. I'm outside of work, or I'm outside of school rather, and I'm at work. I'm around new people. I've changed myself for the better. Just simple good habits can get you better on life, you know? Like if you're doing shit in life, just a simple good habit of, hey, you know what? Eat healthy. Take a shower in the morning. Brush your teeth. I forgot to brush my teeth. My mouth is stale as shit because I just woke up a few minutes before recording. Go to the gym. Go to the gym. Dude, high school me was so skinny I could snap him like a fucking pencil right now. Dude, I'm kind of cut right now. I'm not gonna lie, like I'm skinny as shit still, but like, holy fuck, compared to me back then, dude, I'm proud of how I look right now. And here's the thing about loneliness and depression at the same time. If you're alone and you're depressed, here's the way I look at it. If nobody's gonna fix it, you fix it, right? Because if you're gonna sit there and say, I'm depressed, nobody gives a fuck about me, and nobody gives a shit if I kill yo, first off, don't you ever fucking kill yourself, okay, buddy? Because then you lose respect from everybody ever, okay? Including your family. But if you say, you know, there's nobody who cares about me, then change yourself, bro. Be the change you want to see. Don't rely on other people. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, I was wrong to think I could ask somebody to help me throughout my issues. Like when I said I was depressed to a few people at school, you know what they did? They said, oh yeah, what you're going through kind of reminds me of this song that I listened to. My fault. Building maintenance came up. They just did a few things and now I'm back. But here, let me get back on topic. Think of it like this. If you're backed into a corner, you have nowhere, you can't go any more backwards, right? You're at rock bottom. So just shoot upward because that's all you could do. That's all you can go to, right? You can only go up at that point. And I want everybody to understand that rock bottom does not come in the form of, well, I might as well just kill myself because I can't go forward. No, dude, stand up straight, cut your hair, You know, talk to better people. Be around better people. If you have addictions, dude, I will tell you this right now. I had an addiction like you would not fucking believe. I was addicted to porn. I was addicted to like self-mutilation. Dude, I also had, you would not believe this, but I used to steal my brother's cigarettes, and I used to hang around people who would smoke weed behind the schools, and all this other shit, right? And I was getting involved in the wrong shit. But I would never smoke weed. I would never hurt anybody anymore. I would never do any of this and that. I have nothing to prove or any reason to think I could look cool doing stupid shit. I will always be grateful for what I have in life, and I'll always be grateful for the people who helped me get back up, because those people didn't exist. That was me. I helped myself get back up. And then when I told my boys are like, dude, I want to take inspiration from you, because you did some crazy shit. You did a fucking crazy stunt pulling that off. And I said, no, it's not a crazy stunt. It's just called having a bit of faith in yourself. And then when you have faith in yourself, put that faith into God, and God will save you, bro. That's what I did. Now I'm a Jesus freak, and I can't stop talking about Jesus. Like, I have nights where I just stay up and I picture Jesus and all this other stuff. Like, I talk with Jesus or stuff like that. It's amazing. Having a better view of life puts you closer to God. Having a better view on your friends and family and people around you puts you closer to God. Having a freedom from addictions puts you closer to God. And if you can't put yourself anywhere in those positions, then put yourself closer to God, and He will take away those addictions from you. And to DUM, depressed unwanted male, I hate that name, okay, buddy? I hate that name. But here's what I'm gonna tell you. This is you, okay? Picture you're like a knight, or you're a soldier going to war, and you have like a shield, and you have a sword, and you have your big suit of armor, and you're in a battlefield, but there's nobody there, and you're raising up a shield, and you're saying, where are the arrows coming from? Where are the arrows coming from? And when you raise up a shield, somebody from the sideline is going to be like, you know what? Let's just shoot his shield to, scare the fuck out of him. That's what you're doing. When you have a shield up and you say, I'm depressed and I'm unwanted, please leave me alone. And then you put your shield up saying, please leave me alone. People are not going to leave you alone. There are going to be people who are probably going to pick on you for that. And here's what I say. Drop the shield. And just act normal. Drop the shield and act normal. The fear of getting hurt by somebody's words or opinions on you is only as real as you let it be. If I had the audience or like the reach and influence of someone like fucking, like, I don't know, fucking Markiplier or like Mr. Beast, I would tell every single one of my fans, go to Depressed Unwanted Man and tell him, yo, you're doing good. You're a good guy. Try your best to cheer him up. I want to do that. If this video ever reaches him, I want him to know that God loves you, bro. There are people around you that love you, bro. There is a lot of people around you. Trust me. And if you don't think there are people that are around you that like you, trust me. If you talk to more people, if you make friends with more people, if you change the way you look at yourself, and you start to make yourself believe that you're a better person, you will become a better person. That's how you manifest a better lifestyle. That's what I did. And I'm not going to claim that everything that I've ever done is going to work for people, like all people. It's not going to be a blanket situation, or what's the analogy? Like a is it Band-Aid fix? I don't know. But I'm not claiming that this is a one-size-fits-all sort of thing. I'm not claiming that it's that. What I am saying, though, is take yourself out of your comfort zone and find what makes you happiest. And what makes other people around you happiest as well. But be careful, because what makes you happiest might not be what's right for you. Don't get involved with drugs. Don't get involved with prostitutes. Don't get involved with guns and gangs and stealing and criminal activity. Don't get involved with self-mutilation. Don't say self-deprecation is what you want, because that's not what you want, bro. Trust me. You need to find something healthy. You need to find something that's good for you. And if God's the way to find it, then God's the way to find it, bro. I fully endorse God. That's going to wrap this video up, guys. This video was real. I don't know if, maybe people in the future want to see more content like this. But if this is the case, that we have to talk about more real stuff like this, yo, I'll talk. I just don't want to talk politics. I don't want to talk about shit that's happening. It's crazy. But I want to talk about, what it means to be a lot more faithful in yourself and what it means to be a lot more faithful in God. Like, I love God. There's nothing more than God, to me at least. I love everyone on this planet, and I know sometimes in my previous videos it made it seem like I was dunking on people. I'm not dunking on people. I'm doing things in good fun. And honestly, if you are depressed, ask yourself, do you want to stay like this or do you want to change? And if you do want to change, what's your first step?